But yeah, I did enjoy it. It made me realize mainly what I didn't want to do, which I think for a lot of people, they go through life and realize that, this isn't what I want to be doing. And I realized a bit too late, but I realized very early on, I didn't want to do classical music. As much as I love it, I love listening to it. I have a great appreciation for classical music. It just wasn't something that I wanted to do. So it really helped me realize that. And Trinity, it has that great split down the middle of this classical on one side and this jazz slash, contemporary music on the other side. So it's great to be able to dip your toes in on the other side, whereas some universities, it's just literally classical or nothing. That's it. So it's good to do that. Plus, being down in London and, meeting like-minded people at university meant that I got to meet people like yourself, which, with the hip hop orchestra, when I played with you guys, it's the most fantastic time of my life. And it clicks in my head. I'm like, this is what I want to do. This is the kind of stuff I love to do. When was it? When we were doing that TED talk, I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. It was at Brit School, wasn't it? I remember
It was. That was so fun. And I was the first time I met you as well, wasn't it? Literally
Yeah.
we said before the podcast, it was 6 years ago already. I can't believe it.
I met you, like, we've been speaking just before that, obviously, to pass details for the event and stuff, but to actually play. And I think it was one of the first times I'd actually played with an ensemble doing music that was not, classical. I mean, you've got the classical elements to it, which you have that in all music, really, but you have the classical elements in terms of the instrumentation and the arrangement and thing. But in terms of like the actual genre of music, it was the first time I'd done something outside of classical, and it was just like, I love it. I'm off. I met you then. I met people like Tanya, the grand violinist, who I think is fantastic. I love what I see her on Instagram. I'm just like, I just have nothing but praise for this girl.
Same.
I love her.
Same.
And then just because I think it's quite easy, especially if you play like a classical instrument and stuff like that, to actually get stuck in the mindset of like, oh, this is what I like, but I can't do that. I can't do that because I play a classical instrument. And it's just like to meet other people like yourself and Tanya and the other performers of the day, and just realize, we are able to do something else. Fantastic. It just like a fuse really, and it's just fantastic. So I thank you for that day, man.
No, thank you for doing it. Because I remember, first of all, it was meeting you and being friends with you. It was amazing. I mean, and just to work with someone like yourself who's incredibly talented, and Tanya and stuff, and the other guys who got the idea of a hip hop orchestra. And like you said, there's some musicians that don't quite know how to kind of fuse different things, or they're so stuck in their way of playing a classical instrument that they can't get out of it, can they? I mean, I've had obviously. So go on.
No, I just find it. Sorry to interrupt you. I find it interesting now. Those musicians who say it was only classical you can play, they're actually now slowly coming around to it and doing like classical covers of pop songs and stuff like that. And it's just like, it's not a case of I told you so. It's just like, look, this is so much. Don't limit yourself to just one kind of music. Like you may have studied classical music, but what do you actually listen to? Like, I listen to hip hop. I listen to everything. Like, I'm still in my emo days of it. Just saying, so
I love it.
Driving around in my Nissan Micra, emo, playing that. But like, that's the kind of music that I listen to. So it's just like, wouldn't you find more enjoyment in playing that? But it's just because you're told this is the music you have to play. We'll think, okay, yes, I will do.
And I was just so thankful that you were able to obviously change things up last minute, because I remember you were busy the night before we had a sound check, and during sound check we had to change the track last minute, and that stressed me the hell out. I was like, no, God, no. All that plan, I was like, my guys are gonna hate me.
But it went so smoothly, and the audience loved it at the time as well.
It did, and it's down to you guys really, because I thought when she told me what happened, like, I loved the track. We went to I think it was Forgot About Dre into Superman, or vice versa, and went so well, obviously during sound check, and then she goes, "Love it, brilliant," but
But there's always a but.
like, no, don't pat me down.
Don't say but.
Just don't.
Leave it there, okay? See you tomorrow morning.
Yeah, see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And then she told me that. Then she told me that obviously we can't do that because of like copyright reasons. And I told you that. She goes, "Well," I said to her, "You didn't actually tell me that. If I knew that, I wouldn't have done that, obviously, in the first place."
All the preparation, because I remember the morning of you were saying how much preparation went into it.
Yeah.
And you can see that with the music. Like, you see, it's not just that there's problems that people seem to think it's just turn up and play. It's not. It's more for people like me who just turn up and literally play. That's fine. But for people like you who are like the kingpins of the music, kind of the business, who actually get things moving in different directions and the progression, it's not just turn up and play. It's so many weeks of preparation that go into it.
Yeah.
To just say, "Oh no, sorry about you can't do that." It's just like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. I was stressing out so badly that whole period, and I honestly thought to God that you were going to hate me, thinking you should have told us that. Like, no, you didn't tell me.
I didn't know myself. How am I supposed to tell you? I don't know. Yeah.
So I just text everyone going, "Please just practice a track tonight. When it comes back tomorrow, we'll practice it in the group." But then, yeah, but honestly, I can't thank you lot enough, for you especially and the group, just for just turning up and being so amazing in every single way and just playing amazingly. And the guys everyone loved you. Like, yes.
Yeah, well, it was you they loved. They're just like, right, this is something, this is something different, and it's great and it works. So this guy's got something, and you do. Like,
yeah.
So yeah.
But thank you again, man. And how soon after that actually was Ember Trio formed? Actually, I remember, if I read correctly, that did you do like a Pink Floyd recording, or?
No, so that was one of the other guys. One of the other guys did. I think Tom and Chris played a Pink Floyd together. They completely missed me out of that, which is great. But no, I think it was the year after, because 6 years ago. Yeah, we started in 2016. 2016 we started, and that's when we all were studying in London together. And we met through those two met through that recording, and obviously I studied with Tom at Trinity in the same year, and we had that like yourself. It's like-minded people who actually want to try different types of music and see what works with what. This is what I listen to. I want to play this kind of music, and then we just were like, okay, we're enjoying this. Let's see if anyone else enjoys this. And that's when we did a couple first videos. We did the When We Were Young by Adele. I think at the time I was working as a waiter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Tom was working as a barista, and Chris was doing his teaching. So we saved every penny we had and we put it into this video, and then we had comments and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is really nice. Let's do another one. So we did Cheap Thrills, and that just went. It's just like, oh, okay, this is us now. I'm afraid. This is it. Can't do anything else.
I remember literally, like, it's like a year later where they did a couple of videos, and then suddenly, like, it just exploded. And I think, was it like the first few months or something, or first year, you had like 20 million views?
Yeah, it's just insane. Like, it was really, because like we were happy with getting 1,000 views on the Adele video. We were really happy about that. But then for Cheap Thrills, I think recently it slowed down massively, obviously, because no one listens to Cheap Thrills anymore. Well, I hope they don't, because it's an annoying song. Maybe I hate it. I have to play it every single game. Like, play Cheap Thrills. It's like, no more.
No more.
No more Cheap Thrills. I want expensive thrills, okay? That's all I want. But like, just to see that it went from 1,000 to 10,000, and then just kept on climbing and stuff, and it's just like, but then we started taking it really personal, so we're like looking through every single comment on everything, and say people saying stuff. I think it was one time someone said it looked like I was wearing a toupee, and I was just like, that really hurt me. The next day I went and got a completely drastically new haircut, and I was just like, I love it. Now I look for the bad comments because I think they're hilarious. in there. But we were so invested in it, so it was just seeing our baby actually just take off, and we're just like, we've got to really go with this. Really, it's
Yeah.
so.
And now you've performed all over the world, and now you've got over 250 million views,
Yeah,
which
across
is,
all social media, it's just like
oh my God, it's mad.
how many people?
Yeah.
I reckon that's just my stepmom and my mum just pressing refresh, though, mate. That's not actual people. It's just
No, it's like they are, because you guys just killed it, like 250 million plus views. Wow.
yeah, it's strange. It's strange when you actually hear it. You're just like, that's
Yeah.
quite that's quite a few people. But no, thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate
And
that.
anytime is so well deserved. I'm like, all I got to say is this.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. Not at all. Boo.
You know, boo, yay.
Like it. It's like an
It's
unplugged song. That's what I say.
boo,
No,
you suck.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Especially after the past year, it's quick to lose confidence in whatever you do. Like, no, it doesn't even have to be music. It could be, you know, a tradesman who's lost his his customers and stuff. They lose the confidence in what they've done. And so I'm sure all of us been through it in the past year. We've all had a massive dip in confidence. So for you to say that, just it does mean a lot. So
Yeah, it's fully deserved, though, man, because what you're doing yourself in the group is beyond incredible. So, well, very, very well done. I can't say I can't say enough how proud I am of you. You've
oh,
just
bless you, man.
killed it, and once again, well done. But I'm so proud of you, man. Honestly.
Done that.
Yeah.
Stop me.